Hi, excuse me. Hi, and welcome. You're watching another TBC 24/7 live broadcast on We Are Giving Away Abundance. My name is Paul, and today's date is July 22nd, 2018, and this is episode 100. TBC is an acronym for the Billion Coin. It's a cryptocurrency that came out 2 years ago. And the difference between the billion coin and, let's say, Bitcoin or any of the other coins is the fact that we purposely did not put our coin on a market or on the market. This is why we have the only currently abundance-based coin in the world when it comes to cryptocurrencies. By abundant, I mean that the price always goes up, it never goes down. And what we did was we created an algorithm, it's like a formula, and we based the value of our coin on the value of human beings, you and I. And every human being, man, woman, child, day-old baby, that comes into our community and registers for free, raises the value of our coin by the value of 1 grain of gold. Today, that grain of gold is worth almost $2.60. So each person that joins raises the price or the value of our coin by $2.60. So if 100 people joined today, it would raise the price of the coin up by $260. If 1,000 people joined today, it would raise the coin up by $2,600 per coin. And we have thousands joining every day. So yes, we do, after 2 years, have the most expensive coin in the world. It's over $8 million per coin. Now, we call our coin the Billion Coin because we are only going to produce 1 billion coins, period. Nothing less, nothing more. And our formula will max the price out with our first billion members worldwide. So when we bring in that billionth individual, the algorithm will stop raising the price of the coin. That will be it. So if the value of gold is the same in 2 to 3 years when we do hit the billion as it is today, then each coin will be a maximum of $2.6 billion per coin. So having at least 1 billion coin in your wallet will make you a multi-billionaire. Just 1 coin. We want to get 1 coin into your hands. Our mission is to create 1 million billionaires first. Then we are going to create 1 billion millionaires, multimillionaires and multi-billionaires. And we have the ability to distribute our abundance, our wealth, fairly evenly among those first billion people, because we have kept control of our own wallet. So even though the blockchain platform is completely decentralized, we do have a centralized wallet system. And this is in order to prevent the wealthy from coming in, which is what they do when you see cryptocurrencies on the market, and purchase whatever they want because they've got the money. They can purchase all the Bitcoin, for instance, they want. And it raises the price up in the market. And the masses come in and buy some, whatever they can afford, in order to try to make a little bit of profit while the price continues to go up. Excuse me. And then what happens is the wealthy will turn around and dump. It's called a pump and dump. They do it with the stock market. They do it with everything they do when it comes to markets. And it is a creation of the central bankers who created Wall Street and all that. So they dump, which means they sell their coins. And that drops the price. And it can drop dramatically very, very fast within an hour. Okay. And if you're asleep and you're trying to make a little bit of profit on your coins, you could lose. Not only could you lose that profit, but you could also lose the original purchase of coins, those original coins, and they end up back in the system. And then when the price gets low enough, then the wealthy will buy back their own coin, plus they'll buy back whatever coins you've lost. And over time, they will eventually end up with the majority wealth of Bitcoin. And therefore, the system doesn't change from what it is today with fiat currency or with any monetary system that's out there. Well, it has been that way. There are countries now that are changing their currencies and getting rid of the central bank in their countries. Russia has already done it, and they're backing their ruble by gold. China is doing the same thing, backing their yuan with their own gold. Venezuela is doing the same thing. They have come up with a cryptocurrency and they're backing it by their own gold. That way they can get around the sanctions that the central banks have put on their ability to sell their oil so that their people can have food. And the people starved to death in Venezuela until the government came up with that blockchain coin called the Petro coin, because originally they based it on the value of their oil. But realizing that the people weren't giving it enough faith because they couldn't sell enough oil, the government said, okay, we'll back it up by our own gold because we have it in our country. And now you're seeing change in that country. So things are going on all over the world because blockchain technology has been here since 2009. It's not going away, just like the internet's not going away and never has. And it's only going to get better, which is what the internet has done, basically. Okay? So even the blockchain's ability now to do transactions, multiple transactions per second, they're increasing as technology improves every year. We have just created a brand new blockchain that has transaction speeds equal to Visa and MasterCard abilities, which as you know, they are not on a blockchain. It's just electricity and servers. So they're averaging 2,000 to 3,000 transactions per second. That's all they tend to do on an average basis. Now, when during the holidays, they can get up to 6,000 per second, but they're capable of doing 50,000 per second, but they've never needed it. But that's because they're not on any kind of a blockchain platform. It's just digital, right? So a currency, a cryptocurrency that wants to become a global economy in and of itself needs to be able to have those same types or same transaction speeds at the cash register that Visa and MasterCard is already doing. And our new blockchain platform is doing exactly that. We are doing transactions between 2,000 and 3,000 per second. Bitcoin, meanwhile, is still stuck at an average of 7 transactions per second. Okay, but that was the first coin. Came out in 2009. It had a mission to succeed. So they created only 21 million, or they're going to create only 21 million coins, Bitcoins. And divisions of a coin, Bitcoin, they call them Satoshis. And you can divide a Bitcoin by, you can divide any cryptocurrency by 100 million. Not just like a dollar, you can divide it by 100 pennies. That's the limitations of a dollar. But a cryptocurrency, you can divide it by 100 million. This enables anybody to own cryptocurrencies. And if the prices go up, then great. But if they're on a market, they can go up and down, up and down, up and down. And you just have no control over that. So the Billion Coin has a mission behind it, and that is to rid the world of poverty and all of the symptoms that come with poverty: hunger, disease, war, crime due to lack, all kinds of things, the worst possible things. And in order to eliminate global poverty, financial poverty, we have to have at least 1 billion coins created, because the population of the earth is currently at 7.6 billion people. And we know without any doubt, because we designed it for this purpose, that a billion coins will bring complete and total abundance to the entire world's population. The first billion members will take care of the entire rest of the population. It's just that simple. So we are looking for our first billion people to join our private community, which entails an agreement that our coin will never go down in value. And because of this, we really, really do have a community. And our community has grown in 2 years to over 3 million. And we're just barely getting started. So you're going to see massive growth coming in the next 12 months, because basically the entire cryptocurrency field is at that point where it's just hitting a momentum like the internet did by 95 or 96. about 5-6 years after it came out, the masses just came swarming into the internet. It just went wild in its growth until around 2000, when it was considered mature. Then after 2000, then it went nuts. Okay. If you were around, you remember that the search engines came out like Google. Social media started coming out. Chatting systems started coming out. When people realized they could connect with each other, it was tremendous. And the growth has just, well, it's everywhere. The internet is almost everywhere in the world. You've got people that are in developing countries, these very, very poor people. And hang on just a second. My computer's doing some weird things. Okay. The poor people in these countries, they all have cell phones. They all have mobile phones. So they know what the world looks like. And it doesn't look like what they see when they wake up every day. And they're probably asking themselves why. Why are some countries completely developed and other countries like the one I'm living in is not developed? And the reason is because of the central banking system. This is how they control the people of the world, or they have for decades and centuries. But they're going to, and they're losing that control because of technology. And I am talking specifically, in this case, about blockchain technology, created by an individual who calls himself Satoshi Nakamoto, who created it to create Bitcoin back in 2009. Now, blockchain technology is not going away, just like the internet never went away. So it's only going to get better and better. And because we have this mission where we are going to, and we are bringing abundance to the world, just our coin alone, in spite of what's going on in politics in the world, and you see the changes out there of countries trying to create peace among themselves now, which is something we haven't seen in decades, if ever. And you see a small amount of these central bankers and their puppets continuing to try to stir things up around the world, but they're losing. Our cryptocurrency is separate from all of that. Our cryptocurrency can do what it's intended to do, and that is eliminate financial poverty worldwide. So here is something that you and I can get a hold of and participate in, and it's real. People will be spending Kringles, that's what we call a division of our coin, Kringles, every day as their money. It is already happening in the Philippines. Now, the entire country hasn't switched over to the billion coin, but 110 tribes have already agreed and made the billion coin their number one money, currency. And like I said, we're just getting started. So cryptocurrencies are money, but if they're on a market, they're just an option like gold and silver, platinum, to protect your current wealth that you have or may have in the stock market, in fiat currency like the Federal Reserve note or the euro, to protect that. because it's worthless. And that money system, well, currency system, has got to crash and burn. And a new currency system has to be created that has to be backed by gold. It's the only logical answer for where we at in the history of mankind right now today. So, we are just out here doing these videos to let people know that we want to lift you up out of scarcity, change your mindset from scarcity over to abundance, which is the correct and healthy way for your mind to operate, because that is the truth. This world is full of abundance. There's no lack whatsoever. We have been lied to our entire lives, and my parents' entire lives. And since 1971, here in America, Nixon took us off the gold standard, and our currency, it's not even ours, it's the Federal Reserve, a private bank's money that they loan to the government and charge interest, which means the government turns around and charges us income tax to pay that interest. It's completely unconstitutional. Okay? What was I saying about the currency? I lost my train of thought. Okay, I was talking about us getting the information out, and because we are an actual solution to the problems that we see with this fiat currency that we're all on today. And we want you to be a part of our first billion members. So the information on how to become a member is right down below in the description underneath this video. You will find all the information you could possibly want by clicking on those links in the description. And it will take you to get a free gift of Kringles when you sign up. It can take you to our blog system where you can find all the postings from our creators of our coin going back for 2 years. You can get to our main website, which is thebillioncoin.info. You can learn all about the algorithm and the formula. There's calculators there. There's the blog system. There's the broadcasts, these 24/7 broadcasts. You'll find the schedule there. If you ever want and have questions and you need them answered right away, you can go on to the broadcast system and see who's available at that time and click on and ask a question in the chat. And hopefully get your questions answered to the best of our ability. Now, when it comes to registering, it is free to register. There is a $10 lifetime wallet fee. Okay? The Kringles that you will get is a free gift from the creators of the coin. They can do what they want to with their coin. And they need to get that coin into 1 billion people's hands. Okay? So they're going to, no matter what. They've got to give it away, they'll give it away. And they've been doing that for a year and a half already. Right now, you can register by just putting your name and email address. That has to be real, because you will get an email, possibly two. that you'll need to open up and click on the confirmation links, and it will create your wallet for you. And it will also create a back office, which is like your own website, that you can do anything and everything you want with it. You can use it to give the gift to others, family members, friends. Okay, what else does that registration ask for? It asks for you to make a password. It asks for you to create a username. And it asks you what country you live in. And that's it. Okay, and then you become a member. And it will put the equivalent of, right now it's worth about $2,100 worth of Kringles in the form of what we call cookie points into your back office under cookie rewards. You'll see it. Okay, and those can be redeemed for real Kringle coins during a redemption month. We have them twice a year. Our next one comes in November 1st for the whole month of November. You'll be able to click a button in the back office under the cookie rewards to redeem them. And those rewards, and you can build up rewards as much as you want. I mean, points, cookie points. And then you can turn them all in November for real Kringles or even full billion coins. And we show you how to do that. Okay. So it is absolutely, you've never seen anything like this in your lifetime, right? We never saw the internet in our lifetime. If we went back and if we grew up, if you're my age, okay, if you're my age or you're close to, even if you're 50 or 40, you didn't see the internet until the internet came out. And we never thought we'd see anything like cryptocurrency, which is just a technology of cryptography that was created because of the advancement of technology. And we never could even comprehend, at least I couldn't, that the internet was going to someday create money. And it was going to be called internet money. When I heard about Bitcoin in 2011, 2 years after it came out, I did what most people did and just said, that's crazy. That's got to be a scam. I'm not going to buy that. Well, I didn't buy any Microsoft stock either. But anyway, by 2016, it wasn't going away. So I got involved. And it was my involvement in Bitcoin that I discovered last year, at the beginning of last year, the Billion coin. And the first thing I noticed was that it was not on the coin market cap. I couldn't find TBC or the Billion coin on the market cap. And I said to myself, what is this? And so I watched the video that had come up as a suggested video to watch while I was watching Bitcoin videos. And I watched it. And I heard someone basically tell me what I just told you. And it blew me away. It made so much sense to me now. I don't know why, but it made so much sense to me. And so I looked for other videos, and I believe I found about 11 of them is all we had, or was all that had been made by that point. This was over a year ago, about a year and a half. And hi, Emma. Hi, you guys. Bye. See you later. And I got involved. Okay. And it was only like 2 days after their first year anniversary. They only had like 100,000 members joined at that point. And I purchased some Kringles. I think on the 23rd of March. The 21st was the first year anniversary. And I purchased some the following day because I just didn't buy enough, and then I realized, well, wait a second, I do have a little bit more and I want to get more of this. And then I haven't looked back, okay? Simply because I just kept doing more research. And they had so much information available for me. And even at that time, they were not even charging $10 for a lifetime wallet fee. And by the way, that lifetime wallet fee means that there's no transaction fees when you use the coin. When you use the billion coin, when you're purchasing and transacting, receiving Kringles, there's no fees involved whatsoever. Okay. So about 2 weeks after I did that is when the admin, is what we call the creators of our coin, started to give the gift away of Kringles. Okay. And they gave out a lot. But at that point, with only 100,000 members, the coin wasn't worth that much. I think the gift at that point was less than $20. Okay. And it has grown now. And so we give less and less away. But now we're at a point where we're giving away 25,000 Kringles. And we're not going to give any less than that anymore until we get our first billion members. And since our coin goes up every day in value, I mean, right at 12 a.m. Fiji time, it calculates how many members came in. It increases the price to where it's supposed to be, and that's it. The next day, if we sell Kringles, we as members have enough Kringles that we can sell it to others, because you can't buy from the creators of the coin. They don't sell any coins. They just give it away. Okay? They started doing that a year and a half ago. Obviously, in the beginning, they didn't give it away. They had stakeholders. Okay? And that started the system going. And you can find out all about this before you do anything at thebillioncoin.info. So with the value of the gift at $2,100, and we only have 3 million out of a billion, that 2,100 is basically going to double 8 more times, at least 8 more times. So what is that? I don't know, but it's a lot. You want me to actually check it out? I know I've done this before, but I always forget. Let me look up a calculator here and go like this. $2,100. And then double it once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so when we hit our first billion members, that free gift, well, it does cost $10 to get your lifetime wallet, but there's no fees. Okay, will be worth $537,600. $500,000 for free. We're giving it away to every living human being in the world. And this is why I lose so much sleep, because we've never had anything like this happen in our lives ever before, and we couldn't even consider it because we were so used to the way we thought about money, because we were raised on that central banking system, a bank system that is owned privately by private individuals, okay, that have used their system to buy politicians and buy governments and then strip the countries of their resources and leave the people in complete poverty. And they've been doing this, like I said, for centuries all over the world. And they have been entrenched in our American economic system since 1913. And most of us know that. If you don't, just look up some history. And 105 years is a long time to be oppressed economically and to be fooled and suckered into getting ourselves into debt. Over $70 trillion in debt. The American people are in debt to this private bank that calls themselves the Federal Reserve, or the Fed for short. Well, they're going down. Okay, it's just a matter of time. They're on their last leg for two reasons. One, because we got a president in our country here in America that is one of the few, in fact, he's only the third president we've had since William Taft that has not been paid and bought and paid for by the central banking system. And there's an incredible amount of patriots that are behind him and supporting him. And being a private bank, we, the government, have the ability to audit those banks. The Federal Reserve has been so powerful that they have not allowed any government, meaning presidents, to audit them. But that's not going to happen, because this time we're going to audit them. And when we show the world what the central banking system has done for decades, that's the end. That will be the coup d'etat for the central bankers. So at that point, we will change into a gold-backed currency. That's the only logical thing I can think of. And most people will agree. But in the meantime, like I said earlier, cryptocurrency, no matter what they are a separate option, real money, and can be used. And it's never going to go away. In spite of whatever any country does with their own currency, even if they make up their own cryptocurrency, it doesn't matter. The more, the better. The more real money that gets back into the hands of the people, so that we, the people, like the Constitution of America says, we can own our own politicians. We can own our own government. And we can do anything we want. You see what I'm saying? We have freedom. We are no longer slaves to a debt-based economic system that has oppressed us since 1913, and really oppressed us since they took us off the gold standard and they came out with credit cards. And so, again, I go back to the whole reason I'm doing this video, these live broadcasts, okay? It's because I want to get the information out. And this is the only way and the best way that we, as current members of our community, the Billion Coin, can get the word out to the masses. Hey, we have the solution, not just an option. We're not just a cryptocurrency on a market. We're not on the market. We have a private community based on an agreement of all of us. And we, the people, can do anything we want. And we want you, we want our first billion members, those of you who are like-minded, those of you who are not selfish, not greedy, and you want the elimination of poverty in the world. You want everyone to be abundant. You don't have any problems with everyone being abundant. We are looking for you. Okay? We want you to accept what we have. What we have is the ability to distribute our wealth, that abundance, fairly evenly among our first billion members. And we will have more than enough to take care of the rest of the 6.6 billion people in complete and total abundance like they have never, ever imagined. We, the people, can do anything if we come together. And for the first time in the history of mankind, we have that ability with the economic system to be completely and 100% free as people, and to have the control back in our hands of how we want to live when it comes to the abundance this world has to offer. And believe me, this world has unlimited resources, unlimited. Don't be fooled by the small, very evil individuals that don't want you to know that. And they want to keep you down and keep you enslaved so that they can have all the wealth and they can control the people and do what they want. Okay, so let me go real quick and see if there's anybody that has any questions. And I see no one that has any questions. In fact, I see no one at all. So we're typical slow Sunday today as I make this 100th video since I started doing this. Back in, I think it was sometime in April, March, April. Yeah, sometime in April. The beginning of April I started, I believe. And all these videos are on my YouTube channel. So if you're watching this, go ahead and subscribe and click that bell, because I try to do one broadcast every day. I try, and some days I miss. Okay. All right, so that's it for today. And if you're watching this video, thank you for watching it to the end and hearing me out. And I'm telling you, the 5, 10, 15 minutes you may spend to check us out will be completely 100% worth it. And you will know before you even spend the $10 lifetime wallet. You will know long before that everything you want to know about this coin in our community. And you will either want so bad to be a part of us that $10 will be nothing to you. We made it $10 only so that all these poor people in these developing countries that are still making $1 or $2 a day can afford it. We are making sure that we are going to accomplish our goal. And by the way, that wallet system I'm talking about that is centralized is how we control the distribution of our wealth. It will become decentralized when we hit our billionth person. Because at that point, there'll be no reason to continue to have control over the wallet system. At that point, we would have accomplished our mission, and the people can literally give their coins away. They can do whatever they want with it. It's real money, and it's not going to destroy the value of the coin at that point, you see? So I just wanted to throw that in there. All right. Thank you so much for watching this. Again, all the information is below the video in the description, including how you can contact me And please, you know, come aboard. Get the free gift. If that's all you do, that's fine. $2,100 will turn into $500,000. It's better than nothing, right? For $10. Now, if that isn't leverage, I don't know what is. Okay, so what do you have to lose? $10 for the opportunity to get $500,000 if you did nothing? But believe me, when you get involved, you're going to want to do something because we have so much more to offer than $500,000. Okay? Seriously, we are an abundance-based coin. We're not a poverty-driven coin. Okay? We are an abundance-based coin. We are wealth, and we are handing it out, and we are giving it away, and we want you to have some. Check us out. And again, and I am scheduled to do these videos. So Monday, same place, same time, same channel. I usually do them at 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time because I'm here in Nevada and Las Vegas area of the United States. Okay, thanks, guys. Come aboard. You will not be sorry. Talk to you later.